Okay, so YouTube is my go-to place when I just want to relax and do nothing. When you first go onto YouTube, you'll see a browse page and a whole bunch of different people suggested to you. And sometimes I find new creators through that. So with that, I wanted to do a video on the 5 channels that I am obsessed with right now and that I watch pretty much all the time. But I also want to share with you the reasons why I watch them. So last week I asked on the community tab, do you watch more Netflix or YouTube? A majority of you said YouTube. That makes sense, you're on YouTube already. But it was a great poll to do because I was interested in actually understanding my audience a little bit better. Knowing that you all watch YouTube more, here are 5 channels for you to go binge watch today. So what I'm gonna do first is share and go to each channel. Also give you reasons why I love the channel and tips on how you can improve yours. Okay, so the first one is Our Irish Family. You may have heard me mention her before and I just love her channel. I've connected with her years ago when I first started my mommy channel. Like I started out thinking I was going into the mommy channel world. I actually found Karen's channel through another channel. It was linked on the homepage. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the computer and I'm just gonna show you her channel and give you reasons why I love it. So we're on Our Irish Family, and it's a bit of a tongue twister to say, but yes, Our Irish Family. I love Karen's channel, and I think it's just over the years I've kind of connected with her and gotten to know her as a person, and she's just so sweet. So if you scroll down, she's been fairly consistent with everything that she's doing. Obviously, she had a wee bit of a break. She mentioned that in one of her videos because of a new job that she started. Now, as you can see, she's posted quite a bit over the years, and that's really good. She's stayed the course. She's been very consistent. Sort by oldest. So as you can see, her oldest one was 6 years ago. She's been on this journey for 6 years, but she's had a really, like a few popular videos. For example, this DIY coconut oil and baking soda face wash. Like, that was a popular video, and that kind of pushed her channel out there a little bit more, which is great. And over the years, she's kind of fixed her, thumbnails up a little bit more. And as you can see that with the growth of her channel and her just on her journey as being a mother. But that is such a simple topic, and yet it is her most popular one on her channel. Look at this. The reason why I think her channel is great is because she's incorporated cleaning. Obviously, the cleaning aspect has really stood out on her channel. And the grocery hauls. Those ones really stand out as well. So she's been really focused in decluttering, grocery hauls, and cleaning. Those 3 aspects is what she's incorporated into this channel. And again, her homepage is all set up nicely. She's got little playlists all set up. I love that. I can go binge watch. So that is why I love Our Irish Family's channel. The second channel is Claudia Edits. I love Claudia's channel. It's so cute, it's simple, and it's bright and light and makes me feel calm and relaxed. She's actually part of this community and it's awesome to see her channel grow. I really love getting to know her as a person. I love her simple living videos and it's just a calm way of life. So let's head over to the computer and just take a look at it. Okay, so now we're on Claudia Edits channel. I love her channel. It's so bright and light and airy, and it just makes me feel calm and relaxed when I land on it. I feel it's like the colors are just calming to me. So she used to have a different thumbnail, but we talked about the thumbnail and we just said you need to incorporate it a little bit more, and she's totally changed that up, which is great, and I feel like it's a little lighter. I did like the one before too, so either way it would have been fine. So when you land on her page, it's very light, and she's got all the playlists set up, and I love that. Like, I can just go binge watch each video and each channel. She doesn't have a ton of videos on here, but she's been working really hard figuring out who her audience is. But as you can see, there's quite a few videos on lifestyle and simple living, and I love that. This one here is how to practice gratitude. That's very important. She is also a student, so she's incorporated something into that, like Study With Me live stream, which is really cool and I think very popular right now. And I think it's really important to have an overall aesthetic to your videos and your thumbnails, and she's got that, so they're all connected. She's even incorporated a little bit of YouTube Shorts into there, which is cool. She's done a few of those, like Read With Me's real time, and the Study With Me is very, that's the 2 that really stand out on her channel right now, and she's doing really well at figuring out who her audience is. And I believe that her channel is actually going to take off. It's going to be huge in the next year or 2 because a lot of people just want to have simple living and a slow lifestyle, and she's got that, and I love it. So the next channel is Sam's channel. I love her overall vibe of her channel. I mentioned her before on one of my videos, and I'm going to mention her again. We're going to dive into her channel a little bit more. I watch her content because it's well thought out. I just love the whole idea that she's focused in on actual topic. She's focused in on the French living and the lifestyle there, but she's also comparing it to the lifestyle that she used to have. I just love that she's connected that. Also, she's sharing a little bit of her journey while she's over there in France. So let's go over to the computer and take a look at her channel. Okay, so now we're on Sam's channel. I love this channel. She's almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm very pumped for her. So Looking at this channel right off the bat, I'm obsessed with it. The colors, the overall scheme, like you can see that each thumbnail is a little bit different and it doesn't really match, like necessarily the color scheme matches the banner or the overall branding, but there's a style and a vibe to it, so it's all connected in a way. So there's playlists set up. Again, you can go binge watch through. I would definitely check those out. But when you go to her videos, let's take a look at her videos. She just started about 11 months ago, and I know a lot of channels that have just started recently. It's been in the last year. As you can see, a lot of her videos have been doing very well, and it's because her thumbnails are click-worthy. Like, I would click on this one, and obviously a lot of other people have too. So she's really figured out her direction for her channel. Anything to do with France, but incorporating and understanding that her background is she used to live in America and seeing like the comparison there. As you can see with her thumbnails, again, they've also been very creative. The culture shocks in France is one of her most popular ones, I think. And that one, that's a click-worthy thumbnail. The last few videos that she's been doing really well also. The cost of living in France is another one that is connected to, you know, the French culture shocks. So those two are really good connections there, and I think that's why when people subscribe to her, they're interested in watching that content. Anyways, it's a great channel to go check out. I think you'd love it too. Okay, so the next one is Emily Studying. Now, there may be a few of you that know about this channel because I think there's quite a few faceless channels that follow my channel. And I love this one because it's not necessarily do I study per se, use it for studying, but I love the tips and tricks for doing research. Like, research and studying is kind of, in my world, similar. I study the content, I study my industry a little bit more. It really helped me to knuckle down, and I just love the whole overall vibe, and it's very bright and light. So we're gonna go over to the computer and take a look at her channel. Okay, so the next channel we're gonna talk about is Emily Studying. This one is a little bit bigger, but it's up and coming in my opinion. You can see again, when you first go onto the page, there's a lot of playlists set up ready for you to watch. I also got recently an iPad, and on my other channel I shared my, opening unboxing of that. But I recently got an iPad, and so some of this stuff is really interesting to me. As you can see, she gets a fair amount of views, and there's certain topics that do well than others, and I notice that straight away when I go to her channel. Yes, there's a little bit more going on in the thumbnails, but it fits with the brand, but it also connects all really well together within the thumbnail. So the colors are bright and poppy, the font is kind of fun, it all connects together, and that's important. You can have more in the thumbnail, but it needs to all connect together. It's not just random stuff placed on the thumbnail. So she started putting videos out, I think a year ago. I don't know if they had more on here, but a year ago. And that looks like she stuck the course and really focused in on stationery, studying, and anything to do with the iPad as well. Okay, so the last one is Doodle On A Motorcycle. And I've mentioned this channel before, but I love this channel because she has really incorporated her whole enjoyment, her passion for motorcycles. But she's also brought a community of females together in a different way. And it's just cool to see that, and I really love how she's connected with her passions. She's built up a really strong community. So we're gonna go over to her channel and see what it's all about. Okay, so now we're on to Doodle On A Motorcycle. I love this channel, it's awesome. Let's just go to her about here for a second. Oh my goodness, she gives a breakdown of her journey. That's kind of cool. Okay, so her goal is July 2021 to have 100K subs. Okay, so let's look at this. June 2016 was her first video. November 2016, 500 subscribers. So that's interesting. There was a few months between that. Very cool. February 2018, 1K subscribers. Okay, so there was a big gap in between there. It could have been like she was doing other things, but that is really interesting. Everybody's journey is different. Remember, that's what I keep saying. April 2018, 5K subscribers. Things were speeding up a little bit. June 2019, 10K subscribers. Okay, so she's really started picking up the pace a little bit towards the end there, and that's awesome. I love seeing people's journeys, and I love the fact that she's done this. That's kind of cool to see. Okay, so as you can see, there's some playlists on here that really, you can binge watch through all of those. It's kind of fun to watch through all of them. Yeah, and she's even had some featured channels down here, which is kind of cool as well. It's a photo, a good, clear photo of her standing in front of a motorcycle, which is the whole point of the channel. And then whenever there's something important, different, she will do a different pose, I believe. So that is interesting. You can have just straight pictures with you in it, and it'd be just you and a certain object or something that you were talking about on your channel. Every channel is different, right? That's why I'm showing you these channels, because they're all different, but they're all something that I'm interested in. No, I don't have a motorcycle, just a heads up. I don't have a motorcycle, but it's just fun to watch. And as you just saw there, she's been on this since 2016. So With that in mind, if you have a small channel right now, think big and think long term. You don't have to give up after a year. If you have 500 subscribers at the end of this year, good job, that's 500 people. Think about it differently. So that's why I love her channel, and I think you should go check it out. Now that we've taken a look at these channels, I want to share with you 3 quick tips to hopefully help you grow your channel. The first one is pick your focus. All of these channels have kind of picked a focus, a direction to go into. For example, Doodle On A Motorcycle is full on into motorcycles. Emily's Studying is full on into studying and the aspects around that. These channels have picked a focus and they've really stuck the course. Now, I think it's important to note not many people will want to do this, that's okay, but my suggestion is to have something in mind, the direction you want to go for. So for my other channel, Simply Catherine, I've really worked at narrowing down what I want to do for it. It's more business lifestyle and talking about the mental aspects behind it all. I do incorporate some technology into it because that is part of my business, but my main focus is my business and everything that goes into that. That may actually be a little bit broad, but in my opinion, it's my channel, so I really want to make it my own. So if you want to make your channel your own, focus in on something that is interesting to you and then go all in with it. The second thing is to create an overall brand. Have an overall vibe and theme to your channel. For example, Claudia's channel, she has a very bright, light, aesthetic feel. Then Karen's channel is very colorful, bright. Sam's channel, she's decided to focus in on the photography side of things to make it pop, make that photo pop on the thumbnail. She's gotten really creative with her thumbnails too at points. My point here is to get overall brand and overall feel for your channel so when people arrive, everything just feels connected. Just look at your biggest creators out there. Why do you feel connected to them? Because everything matches and kind of connects together. They've decided to pick colors that really match with them and stick with them. That's important. But not everybody's the same, so every channel is going to be a little bit different. And number 3 is stay the course. You need to stay the course and not give up. Karen has been working on her channel for maybe 3-4 years now, I believe, and she stayed the course. Not everybody's journey is the same, and I think that's important to note. Catherine Manning, for example, said it took her a full year to get 300 subscribers. So your journey is different from the person beside you. After you've narrowed down your focus and you've got your brand all down and you're starting to create content, my advice is to stay the course, create content, and in 90 days, see what videos really stuck out within those 3 months. That way, you can start to build your channel up. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. It was really fun to create this. It was my way of sharing just some tips and advice from a smaller creator's perspective, seeing the channels that I think that are going to do really well in the future. And I will link all of the channels in the description below so that you can go check them out. But that is it for this video. If you have any more videos that you really want me to do, make sure you comment them in the comment section below. There's a playlist that I have set up about my ProTuber series. That's going to give you more tips from bigger creators that I've analyzed just to give you some ideas on how you can grow your channel. And as always, guys, don't forget to create adventure and live inspired. Have a good one.